Welcome to another BTS of a GTS, and that means get the shot. And today we're going to look at a photo by my buddies Arkells. I did a month-long arena tour with them last year, and that was my first sort of extensive touring with them. I'd known them a year or two at that point, and I've been to a few of their shows and did a short run with them during Coachella the year before or 2 years before, whenever. So we're actually going to look at two photos today. You know, any kind of photographer where you're shooting the same thing over and over again, whether you're like a sports photographer shooting in the same arena and, you know, shooting the same players, or this, you know, you're shooting the same show basically every night. So I'm trying to figure out ways, creative ways to make things look different. The first shot we're going to look at is a double exposure. I normally do double exposures in camera. I find that I just can't get what I'm looking for in post. You know, these moments now where fans hold their phones up instead of lighters always look super cool. I'm trying to do something different here, so I think let's do double exposure. Within the double exposure, one is in focus and one is out of focus. And what this is doing, this is making the light orbs, if you will, different sizes. The more out of focus they are, the larger they get. Not only does it give you double the amount of lights, you also get two different sizes, which kind of looks cool. So yeah, I just kind of liked that it was a different approach to a photo that as photographers, we kind of see this moment a lot these days. It's not uncommon for crowds to hold their phones up like this, so trying to do something different. It's very easy to just want to go behind the singer or go behind the band, just get a really wide shot. But for this one, I was just trying to change it up. Shooting with the Nikon D4, 640th of a second at f4, ISO 1600. If I could go back and redo this, I probably would shoot more at, I don't know, 125th of a second, and I probably would have brought the ISO down just to give me a little more leeway. The higher the ISO, the more noise you're going to get as you edit it. Just sort of the basic rule of thumb. So out of camera, it's clearly underexposed. I mean, looking at it here, you really have no idea what you're looking at. So, you know, pretty heavy edit on this one. I think I really wanted to warm this up. I just felt like the original out of camera was a little more boring and felt a little more cold. So I think these brighter, warmer lights is just a lot more inviting, and it almost doesn't look like a concert photo at first glance. For these, I really wanted to start mixing it up, and I think, you know, you can see again, this is super warm. I talked about in another video the photo of Brandon Flowers. We lit him with two iPhones. The light is very green that comes off iPhones. I don't know why, that's just what I find. So if you see here, in terms of skin tone, pretty accurate color balance, but look at where the tint is, way the F up on the magenta. You know, if we were at 0, you can see it's pretty damn green. So this, I mean, this, I blew it. I blew this one. I mean, this is out of camera. I'm actually a little surprised I didn't even delete this off the bat, because looking at it here, there's nothing going on. But sometimes you have to keep, especially if you are not editing on the go, as you cull through your favorites, you know, you may sometimes miss something. So I would recommend, if it's something's borderline, leave it, and then you can kind of figure out once you edit if it is going to kind of stay or not. Nikon D800, I believe my D4S was in the shop at this point. The D800 for me was never a good concert camera. It always felt very clunky and slow. The resolution is pretty outstanding. So I have shot with it for specific jobs that call for a very large final product. But for concerts, I never really liked it. 3/20th of a second, 2.8 ISO at 1250. Brought the exposure of 3 whole stops. Brought the contrast up, just to kind of play off these sort of new gold colors that we have once we brought the color temperature up. Highlights stay the same. Shadows we brought down, again, just to kind of fill in these blacks. Whites didn't touch. Blacks brought pretty far down. It just looked a little washed out, and here, like, these lights really pop more. Clarity, you know, clarity to me is a little bit cheap. It works sometimes. Portraits, I would say, doesn't. But for live photos, you can kind of get away with it. The clarity is clearly making it pop. Dehaze, pop. And vibrance, you know, we don't want it to pop too much. Now that just looks like he's
in an inferno, or a towering inferno. In a towering inferno of nothing but flames and fire.
So we just saw it from the yellow a little bit. Noise reduction I brought down a bit. So, you know, I don't mind noise so much. It's weird, you know, most people are only looking at these photos on their phone like this big. So you'll never see that noise. And if you have a print of this and it's that large, your face has got to be this close to really notice it. So noise doesn't really bother me too much, obviously within reason. But so I brought the noise reduction from that to that. The more noise reduction you use, it just starts looking like a bad painting. And we don't want that. Back it goes. And this is zoomed in at 100%. This file is 7,300 pixels on the long side. Clearly, it's going to be rare if someone's ever going to be seeing the photo that close up. You know, I think this is a good look at, you know, the same moment basically of from two different nights and just shooting it differently to know the moments that are going to look really sick and then figuring out how to shoot it in 2 different ways, 5 different ways, 30 different ways, different techniques, different approaches, different lenses, different cameras. I hope you liked this BTS of the GTSs. I would love for you to comment if there's another photo of Arkells or any of the other bands I work with, and then maybe I'll do one. All right? So, see you later.